This guy, watch, he's gonna pop up. Look at this guy. What do you want? Huh? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Here is another tutorial on this front fender here. We are going to talk about the BMW Z4. We're going to break it down, and also I'm going to start with some factors here: depth, location, access, body line, and size. All right, so John's going to be working on this BMW right here. You can see that, yeah, it's got a nice dent here. So a little bit more room in there too as well. Is there a bolt holding that? What is that? Or is that just stuck all the way in there? So John's got this going here. You can see the setup here. Now this would be, generally you use a limit dent light. This is a custom light from Ultra with the limit dent housing and the power. And then there's they call this the Medusa, because you can connect your light, and then your battery system goes here, and then if you wanted to take the light off, you can put it there, and then so you can hang it. That's basically how I like it. I like things off the car. I prefer it that way. I'm sure John prefers it this way too, because he doesn't want everything connected in his way. And then you see the system right here. So he's got the strong arm connected to the propane cordless heat gun, and yeah, that's way nice and warm. It's actually hot, which is good. That's kind of the system you want to have, like right when you get started. Super sick. We'll grab a battery. Bam. And then there's a switch on here. Just make it brighter. Sorry. Nope. And then you can see. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Ooh, just a lot of. Look at that crown, dude. Okay. We'll watch a little bit of John while we're here. He's using a pivot tip. See, nice. Look at how nice it wants to move. Nice. He's trying not to create more work for himself at the end, so nice smooth pushes, reading it. As you see, he's gathering the metal towards the deepest part, towards the front of the edge. And really what he's doing as well is he's taking the pressure off the top of the crown, which you see is right up there on the top. We'll film that later too, so I just kind of give you guys a heads up of how he's actually pushing that. Look at that. Look, it's way more better. Oh yeah. So now John's using the you see he's using, this is an Anaconda flat tip right there, and what that does is that's going to minimize the cleanup at the end. That's got leather tip on there. Yeah. or pressure release is that you push a little, you take a little. And by tapping, by pushing back and forth, knowing when to stop, and then knowing when to keep going. All right, so look at it. John's got it pretty much cleaned up, dude. Look at that. Look at the. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's because of the tips he's using in the beginning has really helped that control that. What do you think, John? Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, looking pretty good. A little wet sand in the middle there, but we're doing good.
Yeah, not bad. So what tools were you using so far?
So far, I've been using a lot of soft tip stuff. We started with a flat bar, and we used a pivot tip with a larger blue one. I guess the medium-sized blue round pivot tip.
Yeah.
And then we moved to this guy on the flat bar here.
Yeah.
And then we had issues over here with the liner, and instead of removing all those rivet clips to pull it away.
Be careful on that midpoint too, guys. See that's a midpoint tip, and because if you use that too soon, you're gonna create little micro lows everywhere. It's a great tool, but it's really
We just had a little cleanup right here, just little stuff. Once we got the body line back in place,
yeah.
I barely used that midpoint.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll let you get back on it.
Be aware when you're using tools on a front fender edge that you're not bowing out the edge and you're not bowing out the front part of the fender, meaning where the area attaches to the bumper cover. Be careful of that. Those two areas you really got to keep an eye on, because you could accidentally buckle the panel and it's pretty much game over if you do that. So please make sure you're aware when you do dents in this type of situation and close to the edge.
Arm is going in there. Actually, he's using leverage. He's not using the shoulder. If you use your shoulder and don't put your body weight into it, I'm telling you, your shoulder's it's gonna get blown out, dude. Later on, you're gonna have arthritis very early in your career. That's technically what it is. It's coming out. That is an R. That's no, that's not R4. That's a Midpoint. Dentcraft sells those tips. Also Ultra. Dentcraft sells that base. That's where I've been getting those. It's a good base if you're looking for a real all-around tap-down tip base. That's a great one right there. Again, here we go again. So did you use this tool right there, that slow slow bend?
Yeah, I use that
Pirate.
And I use that guy to do some finish rolling work. I use that one for everything above the body line.
See, you know what John does is he leaves my tools on the ground. Look at he's scratching my stuff, man. You should be putting your mat up there. Like he's for now in the future. Please don't put my tools on the ground. Please put a mat up. Don't put it on the floor. Put it on the car. So there you go. All right, we're getting to the last part of this repair. We still got some cleanup work right in this area. We've got a little bit of a crown in here, a little bit of cleanup there, a little bit there. So not bad. John did a really good job of taking this dent out so far. He had to leave yesterday, ran out of time. We do have this car. We're doing wheel repair on this as well. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up so the wheel guys will take it and I won't have to go back on it anymore. He was using this to tap down the crowns above it. It's really a very good. Now this tip has been out for a few years, more than a few years. I'd say about 4 years. And it's from Autodents.ru from Russia. It's the same company that makes this this flat bar, the Anaconda, right there. And you can see all the different unique tips that they have as well. Gosh, those guys are always making noise next door behind me. But so that's where we're at. That's where some of the tools we're using. You needed to, but right now I don't think I need that. So because there's nothing really on this edge that's dented. So, but keep in mind that is something really cool. There is another tool though. Okay, so you guys are like, well, that's great, Mike. If you can just show me a tool that doesn't exist, how am I going to use it? And then now, and this is from Ultra Dent Tools, which I really like. So you can get like right on the lip on the bottom right there. This works fantastic. It's really good. And in another tutorial, I'll show you how I use it, not just for pushing straight. Actually, I rock it a little bit, and it does fantastic. So this is a great tip to pick up. I highly recommend it. I think it's less than 30, 35 bucks, somewhere around there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right in this area. Okay, so it's a little bit fatter right here. And so I'm going to clean up this section right here with this tip right here. So I am actually using I would say it's what they call it, an overlay for a handle from Anson, and this it's kind of the Frankenstein thing. This is a A1 handle that used to be on like a Reaper or something else, and then what I ended up doing is taking that off, this piece, which was just this right here, and then having Ultra weld a quick release on it, and then I had an overlay put on top of the handle. So now I got a really comfortable handle, adjustable ratchet handle that I can easily, turn and use to my advantage. Okay. All right, so now I'm back with a double bend soft tip with their cherry cap. Just give you an idea of how well it looks. This sucker does not come off. It is twice as big as an R4, and that's why I'm using it, because I want to side load and get the big pushes so I can get this part up and out. And again, I don't want to cause any high spots here. And my point is try to get this lines nice and straight, okay? A little bit down here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right in this area. Okay, so it's a little bit fatter right here. And so I'm going to clean up this section right here with this tip right here. So I am actually using I would say it's what they call it, an overlay for a handle from Anson, and this it's kind of the Frankenstein thing. This is a A1 handle that used to be on like a Reaper or something else, and then what I ended up doing is taking that off, this piece, which was just this right here, and then having Ultra weld a quick release on it, and then I had an overlay put on top of the handle. So now I got a really comfortable handle, adjustable ratchet handle that I can easily, turn and use to my advantage. All right, folks, I think pretty much got it. All right, there's a couple small little flaws, but I think it looks pretty dang good for how smacked it was. We're gonna color sand this next. I'm gonna show you we can reduce these scratches, or if not, get them rid of all of it at once. Well, not all of it at once. I don't want to promise anything, but we'll see how deep that scratch is. I don't think it's gonna all color sand, but I think it's gonna definitely improve. And then you see maybe just a little bit of texture in here. Yeah, I'm not trying to get every little flaw out. I'm just trying to make it very, very clean, very much less obvious to the customer, so the retention won't go to the scratch anymore. And then I'll be right back with what polishers I'm going to use. Well, I'll tell you right now, there's two polishers out there that I like. There's the Snap-on one, but you're going to pay a lot more money. And honestly, there's no, dude, get the Milwaukee polisher. I mean, for the money, it's super affordable. I'll speed up the RPMs. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably wondering how this dent turned out. I actually filmed probably 90% of it, 80% of this repair. John did probably 90% of the repair yesterday. I just went in there and just did some small touch-ups, and then not touch-up as in paint, but as in just pushing a little bit of the lows and cleaning up the scratches on there. We color sand and buffed it, and it came out pretty dang good. Actually, I probably just need to buff this part a little bit more. But yeah, that's super clean. Customer's gonna be really, really happy with it. It's all good in the hood.